close to 80 years, our leaders have told us that UFOs aren't real. They're weather balloons or strangely shaped clouds, but they were lying. For decades, we now know, based on troves of documentary evidence, the U.S. government has worried a lot about UFOs. Strange, unimaginably fast aircraft of unknown origin, violating military airspace and moving in ways that defy known physics. What are these things? How much should they worry us? Those questions are worth asking, so we did.
Physics is based on things that are testable, reproducible, and falsifiable. For the first time, we have videotapes now by which we can measure the characteristics of these objects. So this is now real science.
This is not just science fiction. This is not just conspiracy theory.
These things are real. They're violating our airspace indiscriminately.
The evidence 100% contradicts what the U.S. government and the military wants us to believe about the UFO phenomena.
This might be a subject that more journalists should take more seriously. I couldn't identify it. It was flying and it was an object. That's all I can really bring back.
This footage from a DHS patrol plane shows a 5-foot-long object moving at more than 100 miles an hour off the coast of Puerto Rico.
Look at this thing. It's traveling much faster than it should. How many aircraft do we know can dive into the ocean? But these craft effortlessly go back and forth between the water and the air. Our missiles cannot do that. The stresses would be enough to rip the metal apart.
The U.S. government has collected many videos like this. Dr. Kaku sat down to watch them with the eyes of a trained physicist. He had no explanation for what he saw. After years of official denials, in early 2021, the federal government declassified video of some of the Navy's closest encounters.
We're just seeing a fraction of what the military has in its archives, and it's enough to make your jaw hit the floor.
The Navy pilot shot this video off the coast of Florida in 2015.
Hey, this is a fucking drone, bro.
You can actually calculate how fast it's moving, the altitude, because we have the cameras, the equipment.
Bro, going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots to the west. Oh, thing, dude.
And this object does things that no known aircraft can duplicate. These objects that we see on videotapes can do what we think no Chinese, no Russian, or no US hypersonic drone can execute. They break the sound barrier with no sonic boom. They can hit the oceans and not break apart.
One of the most vexing mysteries about UFOs is why the federal government has lied about their existence for so long.
And just remember that our pilots have said that perhaps every day when they're on patrol, they encounter these things, but of course, many times they never report them.